try to involve a friend, because she'll most likely have one friend in the group who speaks a little bit better, and she'll be able to kind of translate a bit for you guys. It'll create a little bit more conspiracy with you too, to make it happen. So I would say that. And then if you go to at least Tokyo, the whole game over there is game. That's it. It's like, I've never been more, like, people are like, if you go to Japanese girls, you gotta be very, very nice, very, very empathetic. Why? Because usually if you go up, at least here, if you're like, hey, what do? Like, run out. But at least in Tokyo, if you're a white male, you can do what you want. And that's what I realized. I was like, got there the first night. He's like, dude, just grab her. I'm like, just grab her, but she's Japanese. Like, mate, grab her. So I'm just like, and I pull her in, and she kind of like laughs and giggles. And all you have to say to kind of like take the pressure off is just yell Pikachu or Pokemon or Tamagotchi or something. So that was when I opened. I'm like, Pikachu, 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 like that. So romping through the streets, just like grabbing girls. And my open's like head on dick, head on dick, yelling Pikachu with a Pikachu shirt. And it was ridiculous. I have the infield of this. It's awesome. And then like even going up to groups and like one by one, two at a time, and it's the happiest I've ever been. And what's fucked too is that every foreigner who's white at least does this, and you'll be roaming through the streets, and there's like, again, Japanese people everywhere, and you'll spot that one foreigner, and your eyes will lock. And you know that he knows, and he knows that you know, and it's like this guilty look, like you both fucked a hooker or something. You're just like, and then you just wait for him to pass, and then you're like, back at it. It's awesome. It's awesome. So that'd be Tokyo. Yeah. So you know, yeah. But it's awesome. It's the shit. And then the last thing I would just add on to Tokyo is the accent. Like for them, and it sounds a little bad, but this is actually the only way they understand you. Like if I go to a taxi and I'm like, taxi, they're like, what? You have to say, taxi, and then they'll understand you. So you start actually dreaming in this. I'm like, oh, Tokyo Sonu, Sensei, Pikachu, and they're like, that's your game. And then you're like, love a hotelu, and it's like this thing called a love hotel. And you bring them in, it's these themed rooms for sex, where there's like a dungeon and whips and shit. So I was in paradise, because usually I just pull out my own belts, but they had everything else. So it was awesome. It's the shit, it was the shit. So that's Tokyo. Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful, 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 sexy.